If your vocal's a little muddy and maybe blending in with some of the other instruments a bit, the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin can help. This is a free vocal plugin that's super easy to use, and it can get your vocal track to stand out in a mix. I'm Zane, welcome to Simple Green Tech, where my goal is to help you conquer the tech so you can unleash your creativity. And today I'm looking at the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin. This is a free VST. It's available on both Mac and Windows. I've included a link to it down in the description so you can easily hop over there and grab it for yourself. But right now, let's jump in and hear how it sounds.
We also want that attitude. DJ bring back, DJ bring back, DJ bring back, give us that rock and roll. DJ bring back, come on bring back, DJ bring back, give us that rock and roll.
Better get used to reruns, that's all that plays in my mind. Reruns of you and me, the way that things they used to be. Better get used to reruns, like zombies in my head. You're back from the dead, those days are gone and you're never coming back.
As you can see and hear, the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin makes it very easy to breathe life into your vocal tracks. Now, there's one thing that you'll need before you can use the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin, and that's an iLok account. It's free to set up an iLok account, so it doesn't cost you any money, and you might already have one as a lot of plugins use it. So you don't actually need the physical iLok, you just need the free account. So be sure you set that up before you try using this plugin. Now let's look at some of the controls of the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin, and we'll also do some more audio tests. So first up, we have the big mid-air control right here, and this adjusts the mid-highs that can really help to bring presence to your vocal. So let's try it out now, and I'm going to leave the high air at 0 and just use the mid-air control.
You can start a revolution, just remember that rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Want that rockin' attitude, if not us, then you.
And you can really hear how just adjusting that one control helps the vocal to stand out. Now over here we have the high air control, and this adjusts the super high frequencies, which can help to brighten your vocal. So let's hear how this sounds.
You can start a revolution, just remember that rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Want that rockin' attitude, if not us, then you.
So you can hear how if we were to combine the two controls, it would really help your vocal to stand out. And you'll also notice in the middle here, we have the link button. So that will link these two together. So say we had this over to the side here like that, and we have that one there, and we want to adjust them so they are equal distance apart as they are now. We would just click that on. And this can really help with your fine tuning. And speaking of fine tuning, if you hold down Control on your computer keyboard and then you try to rotate, it slows it down. It makes it more like a stepped control. And this can help with your fine tuning as well. And in addition to clicking and dragging the controls, you can also double click in the center here and enter in a value. Over here we have our trim control, and this can help if you want to level match the affected signal to the unaffected signal. And it can help to avoid clipping the plugin. So you can see the big meter up here, and that will help you with your levels. And then the last thing down here is the power button, and this basically is a bypass. So let's just give that a test right now.
You can start a revolution, just remember that rock and roll ain't noise pollution.
Before we get into the rest of the Slate Digital Fresh Air controls and audio tests, I just want to ask if you're enjoying this video so far, can you please give it a thumbs up? It really helps my channel out and I appreciate it so much. Now, back into it. Now, let's move on to the top bar up here. So this is your preset menu right here. If you were to click on it like that, you can see we have some presets in here and you can click whichever one you want. And you can also click these arrows up and down and they'll go to the next one or the previous one, depending on the arrow that you click. You can also save your preset. So you would just click on here and enter in a name for whatever preset you want to save. Then over here, you have undo and redo buttons. So if you kind of mess something up and you want to go back, you could just undo it with that. And the AB, these are snapshots. So say we want to try this setting, but we also want to try another setting and A and B them. So right now we're on A and we have a setting in there. So if we click on B, it resets the plugin and we can just dial in something different right here. So now if we go to A, we go back to that one and then B. And this arrow in the middle, that's going to send the settings here to B. So if I click that, now B has the same settings. Now, if we did it this way, when the arrow is pointing to the A, it will send the settings to A. So it all depends on whichever one you're clicked on. And then you can change these settings here and go back and you have those other settings. And then the last thing up here is this little dialogue button. If you turn that on and then you hover over something, you'll see a little dialogue message that pops up that can help you if you want. Now you can use this plugin as an insert directly on your vocal track, or you can use it as a send plugin on a bus, whatever you're comfortable with using and whatever suits your style. You can also use this plugin on other instruments, not just vocals. So let's give it a quick listen on drums right now. And we can also try this out on our master bus if we want to bring a little air to the master. So I'm going to bring that down onto the master track. And let's listen to how this sounds now.
You can start a revolution. Just remember that rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Want that rockin' attitude? If not us, then you. You can start a revolution. Just remember that rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Want that rockin' attitude? If not us, then you.
All right, that's actually not too bad on the mix bus. But I think the Slate Digital Fresh Air plugin is an awesome free vocal plugin.
Better get used to reruns. That's all that plays in my mind. Reruns of you and me. The way that things they used to be. Better get used to reruns. Like zombies in my head. You're back from the dead. Those days are gone and they're never coming back.
Now, if you want to check out even more free VST plugins, click up here, or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching for Simple Green Tech. I'm Zane, keep creating, and we'll talk soon.